Disney theme park characters. What's the worst situation where you had to break character? I worked as Cinderella at Disneyland when I witnessed a mother drugging her child while management preferred silence. That day cost me my job, launched a criminal investigation, and forced Disney to revamp its child safety policy. On a scorching summer afternoon, I noticed a woman named Karen with her 8-year-old daughter, Emily. Unlike all the excited children, Emily was unusually drowsy, a fact that grew more obvious with every passing moment. At our scheduled meet and greet, Karen practically dragged Emily to the front of the line. When we reached me, Karen hissed, "Smile for the princess, Emily. We didn't spend $4,000 on this trip for you to ruin the photos." Emily's eyes barely managed to open. Then Karen produced a small medicine bottle from her purse and forced 2 pills down Emily's throat with water, adding, "Just something to help with the heat." I immediately recognized these as prescription sleep aids, the same kind my roommate uses for severe insomnia. I signaled my character attendant, Marcos, and slipped away to report the incident to my supervisor, Heather. I confided, "I think this woman is sedating her daughter to make her more compliant on vacation." Heather looked uneasy. "That's a serious accusation. Finish your shift and let security handle it," she instructed. Returning to my post, I saw Karen with an almost unconscious Emily as Karen staged photos with other characters. At lunch, I convinced Marcos to alert security. They approached Karen, but she flashed a doctor's note citing behavioral issues, and security withdrew. Later that evening, as I left the park in civilian clothes, I saw Karen dragging a barely responsive Emily toward the parking garage. Emily murmured, "No more medicine, mommy, please." I made a split-second decision and broke character entirely. "Ma'am, I'm concerned about your daughter's well-being. I saw you giving her what appears to be adult sleep medication." Karen exploded. "Mind your own business. My daughter has special needs and I'm handling them." When I knelt to ask Emily if she was okay, Karen yanked her away. I followed discreetly while dialing 911. When police arrived, they recovered 15 prescription pills in Karen's purse, medication meant for her boyfriend, not for a child. Emily was rushed to the hospital, where tests confirmed dangerous sedative levels in her system. The next morning, I was summoned to management. My supervisor, the head of park operations, and a legal representative told me, "You violated protocols by confronting a guest out of character." I protested, "But a child was being drugged." My supervisor countered, "That isn't your call. The guest provided medical documentation." Termination papers were slid across the table, and I was fired on the spot. 3 days later, local news headlined, "Mother arrested for child endangerment at Disneyland. Former employee claims park ignored warning signs." It later emerged that Karen had been previously investigated for similar incidents and, as social services discovered, had drugged Emily on vacations for years to keep her manageable. The expose went viral, with hashtags Darn Disney Drug Child and Darn Disney Fires Hero, and former cast members recounted similar instances of management ignoring child safety concerns to avoid guest confrontations. Overwhelmed by public outrage, Disney's CEO apologized and overhauled its child protection policies. They eventually rehired me with back pay and established a new child welfare coordinator role that I now fill. Karen was convicted of child endangerment and lost custody of Emily. Every time I see a child truly enjoying their Disney experience, I remember that sometimes breaking character is the only way to protect real magic, a child's safety and well-being.